Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the altcoin show coming at you daily, 6 days a week here, and certainly wherever you are tuning in from around the world. So glad to have you here tuning in. Thanks for watching. And today we're going to talk about out with the old. What are some old coins? And in with the new, what are the new coins that we should be looking at in our portfolio? We're going to cover that today. And we're also going to cover some airdrops, some new airdrops that I've added to the cheat sheet just recently. Now, before we jump into that, well, you know what I'm going to say. If you've been a regular watcher, smash that like. That does help get this content out to more people and does help support the channel. And of course, I do appreciate all the kind words and encouragement that get left in the comments. And I do get back to everybody who asks a question in the comments as well as soon as I am able to. There's a cheat sheet below, which we're going to be focused a little bit on today. And so I'd love you could check that out in the description of this video. It's right at the top to make it easy for you to find. And of course, there are links there to also the Stocks with Josh Discord, the most amazing Discord on the planet. Links there how you can be signed up for that. And there are different plans there available. And I'm in the crypto channel there daily. Okay, so we're going to jump into some news and then we're going to jump into the charts. And first and foremost, I did like this. And kind of ironic here, to be honest, because Bitcoin is 6% from all-time highs. Ethereum is 43% away. Solana is closer. XRP is nowhere near. Neither is Doge, Cardano, Chainlink, VeChain, or Gala. Out of all the old coins, what is the better buy? And other coins that are not doing very well. Okay, so the question is, out of these coins, which coins would I recommend? Me personally, of course, because this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. Are you not entertained? Said the great Maximus Decimus Meridius from Gladiator. And so for me, really, Solana is the one. So Bitcoin, obviously, because people are in altcoins. Like, oh, we're in altcoins because, we're going to make more money. We're not going to make... But Bitcoin is the one that's made more money than all of these coins below, except for Solana. Bitcoin has done better than every single one of these coins in this bull run so far, except for Solana. And so why on earth would you be in these other altcoins when you could have just bought Bitcoin and made a whole lot more money? Okay, and that's really the question of the day. Now, of these, Bitcoin and Solana, Ethereum is a swing trade for me, and we'll cover that today. So now we're going to look at what coins are still a buy, what entries are still available to us. So we're going to jump into the charts here, and we're going to look at our cheat sheet, and we're going to look at what coins are still available for us in this bull run. So let's have a look at Banana Gun. Let's start with Banana Gun here. And certainly with Banana Gun, we had entries here at 54. This was the entry that I gave. Well, of course, I gave this entry all the way back here, by the way, down here in the 30s and actually in the 20s a lot earlier. But I gave another entry here, gave another entry here, gave another entry here. On Josh's show, I gave the entry here, gave another entry here. It mooned up. We took profit here. And we got back in, we added back to the trade here or added some here at 54. So this is really where I'm looking at the moment. And it seems to be trading in a little bit smaller channel here. You could actually even take the smaller trade between 54 and maybe 62. It could be a TP before waiting for it to come back up to here. Obviously, eventually a breakthrough here and continuation on. Or if we see a little bit of a Bitcoin dump from here, we certainly could see it come back to this $50 range down here. And certainly even further down to 46 or back to 41, but there is the 50-day moving average there sitting at around 45, 46. So those would be the entry levels for Banana Gun here. And if we do look at the cheat sheet here for Banana Gun, and I'm going to highlight it so I know I've covered it. For right now, Banana Gun is not going to be is not going to be a buy. They've all been filled unless we come back to 45. Unless it's a just in case. It's a just in case bag. So if you didn't get any banana gun at all and you feel you're light in banana gun, what's a just in case buy? That's where you get a little bit of a banana gun here just in case it takes off and doesn't come back, because we are at that stage of the market where this could be the moment where the altcoins begin to take off and don't come back. And this is why we have our take profit levels here, TP1, TP2, and TP3, okay? And so we have banana gun, and banana gun is currently not a buy for HODL. It's a just-in-case bag buy only. This would be the same for Bitcoin. It's really not a buy at the moment either at all. Okay? So certainly there, Bitcoin is not being a buy on our list. Now, blob right now, if we look at blob, if we jump back here, blob is a buy. So we did get tagged here. These are yellow is where they have been tagged a second time, and we got a second entry chance. So blob right now is a purchase. This here, the 8, which we're below right now, 7 zeros and an 8. Certainly that's an aggressive entry, or you could wait. And it did come into this, it did wick into the 6 area, but certainly it did not, if we look at the charts here for blob, actually how far did it wick down there? Oh boy, it wicked a lot further than what I realized there. And so you can see there was a lot of demand there. It wicked all the way down to 5. So that's pretty amazing there. But we're in a new range. We'll wait to see if we can find a little bit of a bottom here. If this is a confirmed bottom and this comes up, then we'll draw this in here. If not, if this continues to go down a little bit further, then we'll certainly adjust that. So right now, blob is in accumulation there. Just be careful. It is a meme coin. It did go up 1,000% since I gave the trade. So certainly there, we did actually also hit this one as well there. So I hope you did manage to catch that. And certainly there's an entry there for blob at 4 if we do come down a little bit lower there. The bonk trade, currently that's not a trade. And so we're going to put that as there. Trade is the only current trade that we have on the board at the moment. But bonk isn't. Of course, you could get a just-in-case bag for bonk. If we have a quick look at bonk here, bonk is coming back to 23. And so that would be an entry there at 23 for a swing trade. And the HODL trade is down here at the 200 EMA. But if you didn't have a bonk, or if you didn't have enough bonk, you could get a just-in-case bag buy here at about 20. Our next one on the list, and with Doge is doing a great job. I gave this trade at 10.4, down here at 10.4, and then TP was here at 11.8, and then a second TP was here at about 13 to 14. And certainly we have found some resistance. Our next TP is up here. And of course, when I say TP, you can either take some profit or you can move your stop loss up to protect that profit around that area, okay? And then, of course, our next level up is here for Dogecoin. And then, obviously, looking to that 19 to 20 cent level. Give an aggressive entry for Doge. If you felt like you missed Doge and you want to get back in, it's going to be around that 13 cent level at the moment. So I'm going to put that in here for Doge. That's an aggressive entry there for Doge, but for right now, that entry is not a trade there, Doge. So we'll see if it comes back and hits that entry. Now, Ethereum, as we know, here we have done a great job trading this from what I feel could end up being the bottom here. And certainly we came up and we still can't quite get to our 2,800. That's really the line in the sand that we need to get across, and then get across this one over here at 3,000. That would be my next level here. For an entry level here, probably at about 2,500, but we've got around that 2,600 level as well. Certainly now for me, if you're accumulating, that is an aggressive. That 2,600 level is an aggressive entry for sure. So be careful there. We could come back and tag those lower levels with Ethereum. But okay, HNT, definitely not a trade here. So we're going to mark that out. We hit $3 and we got in the trade there at $3. Certainly, if you were wanting to get an aggressive entry there for HNT, let's have a quick look at the HNT. And I gave this trade down here at all the way up here, I said this was the area right here that would be the ideal entry at about $5.95, around that $6 level, and it shot up to almost our take profit of $7 and about 15 cents. So that's going to be our first TP there and then up a little bit further there. So right now there is no entry on HNT there unless you want to get a just in case bag. And that, all right, Injective certainly has taken off a little bit here. We're at that $21 level for Injective. And so the Injective entry, there's an entry there at about 20, just down there. But let's look at this on the daily chart. And certainly you can see I'm more inclined to wait to either come back here and get the entry at $20. So that would, or we get a break. I'm not, you could front run it and think, oh, I'm going to front run it and it's going to go up, and you could end up being right, but it's a lot risky. So for me, I think here is $20, and then for a swing trade, you could jump in here, or you could grab a just in case bag there as well if you wanted to be a little bit more aggressive. So certainly we're looking at the 50-day moving average around $20. So I'm going to update this for Injective and put an aggressive entry there for $20 there, and certainly we are pretty close. We're at about $21. So let's see if that ends up hitting for Injective. But okay, so for render here, we have a great down here at about $5.39. So let's jump into the render cheat sheet here. And where is render? So certainly we've filled this all up. We have filled this all up. But I would say that render is still a buy. So I'm going to still put it yellow here. And certainly I'm going to add here this $5.38 level. I might put $5.40 because I know that's going to go up. And so that's certainly an entry here for me. And we certainly did tag that level again. So certainly now render is one from the cheat sheet. What are we sitting at now? 538. So we're coming back and retesting. It seems we just get a lot. It likes the 50-day moving average right now. And I think we're just a little bit under it. So I would wait for a break above it. Okay, and then say is our next trade here. If we come down to say, we're certainly, it's not in the buy zone right now. So we're going to put that as orange. We're out of those buy zones. And look, if you'd follow the cheat sheet, you're in profit. You're in good profit for say. I mean, for say, your average buy is around 25 cents. So you should be up 100% on this trade if you'd followed this cheat sheet exactly and gotten in these buys when I gave these buys here. And so if we look at say, we can see, say currently the entry is at 41 and 40 for a swing or for a just in case bag. And I might add a new column in here. I might add a new column called the just in case bag buy over to the right, the column over to the left actually. And this might be the just in case bag buy for say, let's come down for say here. It's going to be around that 40 cent mark for the just in case bag buy, certainly. And then Solana has been absolutely popping off. We busted through that 160 line. So the question is now, is this now going to be our floor? Or is this just a deviation and are we going to come back into the range like we saw with a few other coins that we've been charting? But certainly if you're in a swing trade, if we come back and retest this successfully at $160, then we can look at riding this up to probably around about that 185. We do have the tribal trades trend line there that could provide some resistance there, and that could be maybe 180 might be a good spot to take some profit on a swing trade there for Solana. But for right now, Solana is not in the zone. Is there a just in case buy there? It'll be probably at a $160 if it retests and holds as support. So we're going to finish with SUI and Tau, and then we will cover the other tokens on another day here, and I can certainly update them in the cheat sheet in the meantime for those who really are looking to get into some trades today. Of course, we wouldn't want these to take off, but certainly then SUI, I had this down pretty low here, and certainly if you got these buys, you would be sitting pretty with SUI. And so for SUI, we're just really going to look at swing trades here and just in case buy levels here. So if we look in the SUI trade here, right now we're probably at that $1.95 to $2.05 level. But I do have a lot of confidence here at that $1.80 level. We have the 236, which is pretty close to it. If I actually drop down to the 4-hour level here for it, we also have some confluence here where we have a Lux Algo buy order, and we also have the 200 EMA on the 4-hour right at $1.80. So that would be, for me, that's probably an aggressive entry or a just-in-case bag buy, but certainly up in here for swing trading, we are in a swing trade there, and that $1.95 to $2.05 level could work out to be quite a good level. And the last one we're going to look at today is Tow, but Tenza Tow, and certainly it was quite interesting because we did see it come up and get rejected at that 618 here. And so if we look here, if we move to the daily, actually, this was a great buy opportunity down here at $550. And I did say that if it did come down even further, look at these Fibonacci's here, $550. And then we didn't get down to that 520 level down there, and we haven't come down to this level. But certainly we could, and certainly this here, the 618, and this is quite often where I do put additional trend lines here at these levels here. You can see this has been a good level to put in there. Let's put that in at that around that $600 level there for Tenza Tow, and bring that across and see that has been a level there that could provide some support. So that you can take these quick swings, but if not, then this is the area that you should have got in the trade here. And you could have added to the trade here, and then we ride this up, could take some profit here, or you could wait till we get back to the top at around $680 to $700 there for Tow. Obviously, for Tow right now, I gave this many times way back for just in case bag buy. I had said that at around that 550 to 575 range. I'm not sure if we're going to come back for it, but that would be the area that I would be looking for it. And that's, again, you're just buying a little bit. Just take a quarter of your bag that you're going to spend on it and put it at that level, or at the 600 if you're not going to squibble about 20 odd bucks or 50 odd bucks. If you believe it's going to go to 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, maybe even 10,000, doesn't really matter if you get some at 550 or 600. So certainly anywhere, I think, a just in case bag buy between 550 and 600 level. Well, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I will be updating the rest of my cheat sheet, and we will be covering some of these other coins. I know some of you have asked for some of these coins to cover. Obviously, in here, we still do have some buys here. We have Blob, we have Bonk, we have HNT, we have Casper, although I wouldn't jump into Casper. We have Render. Other than that, a lot have been taken up. I will add some just-in-case buys, and I will add some colors there. So if you don't want to wait for the rest of my cheat sheet to be completed, you can certainly jump into there and see what are some other buys, and I will get that done today. All right, well, until the next episode, happy trading.